We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with their opponents.
Pittsburgh.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
This up only to about the 33. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. He can run through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia.
On the keeper.
Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Steelers 14. Eagles 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
His pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
To number 2.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Griffin. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Griffin looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is RG3. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Griffin. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Steelers 21, Eagles 7.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
On the keeper.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Eagles 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Griffin. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Griffin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. He'll fire deep for Rager. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Completion here to Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down and goal to go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But now it's 3rd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
A 36-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Davion Taylor brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Haskins on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Lock 49. Lock 49.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 45. Eagles.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Watch 54. 3 bucks. 3 bucks.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To to throw on third down. Griffin. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike 51. Here we go. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go on fourth down with Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 34.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Quick slant to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 26. Check 26.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Once again, Griffin. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Maybe a free play here for Griffin. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, Griffin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Hey, keep us.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
You go tight. You got tight. You check smash.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check curls, check curls. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, keep it,
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Griffin. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Let's go, hey.
Fourth down, here's RG3. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Alex Highsmith and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee. On second down, it's Patterson. It'll be a gain of 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Blankenship out to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Mitchell. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Wheeler. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Mitchell throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score Browns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At the 41.
16 yards, a first down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Here's Mitchell. Throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Mitchell. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mitchell flushed out right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7. Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun is Eason.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Eason. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
By Denzel Ward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Eason. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
The give to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mitchell, off play action. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw is Mitchell on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Operating from the gun. Eason eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mitchell now. Going to throw again. That's out to Chubb, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mitchell in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
Jonathan.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, watch that.
He may try and run, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You got 4. Slant, slant, slant. Go, 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 go now.
To throw again. Mitchell. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, go Mike 40, Mike 40. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mike 40, Mike 40. We want this. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Second down, here's Eason. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 13.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, smash.
Here's Eason to throw. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
13.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 36. Mike
Mitchell escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Mitchell off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yards to go.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mitchell.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Number 87.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
Mitchell throwing on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Mitchell, operating from the gun. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And all the way down to the 12. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run to Taylor, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
To number 8.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Browns first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed the name, how about your respect? Give it more than what I get, expecting at the back.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Mitchell now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mitchell, flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Mitchell on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he completes it to Hunt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First down, Cleveland.
Here's Mitchell. Off play action. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Julian Blackmon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mitchell to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The Browns first down.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Jordan.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To throw is Mitchell. Looking to throw on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Browns, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.